even win out on the fights coming. But for now,
Pretty good that I can kite for my life.
yes. Sure, maybe.
Also, typical sailor thing. I'm guessing the weather is not storming.
You're in a tent. It's hard to tell.
God damn it! Haven't even left the tent yet. I'd at least like to die looking at the sky.
Well, at least you were told that if you die, you'll come back anyway.
I still like to die looking at the sky. At least it means I made it, 10 feet.
That's fair.
Like, if Rycroft especially can't even make it 10 feet without dying, there's probably a problem. It's like playing Elden Ring and suddenly finding yourself in Caelid. Without leveling up.
This is actually quite close to that, except you probably spawned in the fortress.
I spawned next to Radahn. Yeah, great.
Happening. No.
Yeah, I just.
No one has except for Gerald.
Oh, okay, that's lovely. And Altus. Yeah. Altus is also there. Yes, and Alex.
Altus is with Radahn, yes, essentially.
That's terrifying. The lowest level character I have is sitting next to Radahn.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just looking at it like, oh yay.
You're one of the summons.
Oh yeah, I'm one of the summons that just get yeeted.
Yep.
Constantly throughout the fight. Yay.
Yeah, not even the jar. The jar lasts a while.
The jar, Alexander the Jar, is one of the best NPCs ever written.
Yeah, he's great.
Love that guy.
I love that guy too.
I'm like a shitty version of Let Me Solo Him.
Let me solo her. Oh yeah, wait, there's a.
No, there's a Let Me Solo Him. Yeah, for Prime Radahn.
Yeah.
Yeah, before he got nerfed.
Yes, but this one is the Star Scourge, I guess.
Okay, that's slightly comforting, I guess.
Yeah. Slightly comforting, but then,
does that mean he's also insane and not tactically sound?
Perhaps. And yeah.
Damn it, I was fishing.
In the what do you call it? In where Altus is, it is just all desert and sand. That's why it's a lot closer to Star Scourge.
Nice.
Tokens are done. I just have to.
If that dude's strong enough to hold back the stars, I'm scared.
In his dying form, holding back the stars. Yeah, he's kind of nuts.
If our War God can do the same thing, I'm concerned.
That's why I found.
Good thing Gerald and Alex are there.
I found some non-copyright music called Rise of the War God just now, and I'm playing it on screen.
That's just not not in any way foreshadowing.
I was just looking for War God Festival music, and that came up. So it's not really my fault.
Clyde, so once again, this is the dude who apparently cut a solar in half, was it?
A solar in one turn.
He one-turned a solar. Jesus fucking Christ.
Times, but yeah.
Am I about to get my ass whooped by, like, your version of a Jedi Knight?
Far from Jedi, this one. He is.
And your version of Sith?
No, not quite Sith either. Let's just say it's a different
terrifying
form of
in between
piracy that you're gonna fight. Maybe a space
different
pirate.
Form of oh yay.
Let's just say if she gave Star-Lord a lightsaber.
At least Star-Lord's funny. I don't think this guy's funny.
He's a little funny.
He's a little funny. He laughed at my singing.
Mm. Everyone would laugh at your singing.
Hey, at the end of last session, somebody was like, sing, and I started singing Drunken Sailor, and you're like, yep, you're gonna die. I'm like, Jesus.
He doesn't like funny. Alright, nice. It's a very simple map to load in because the inside of the tent is literally all sand. So I am giving you guys just an all sand map.
Lovely.
Putting it here, right? Doesn't.
Also, how is the actual sound quality from the new headset?
Pretty good.
Or sorry, I should say new mic.
It's
Yeah, very good.
pretty good, yeah. I agree. It is pretty good. I didn't even
Yay.
realize. I just like your voice is just like actually I just realized your voice is like crisp and clean to me, but that's like what I
Yeah.
expect of literally everyone here. I actually
Yeah, more
forgot
clearer.
that you didn't have such a good
Yeah,
microphone.
I've literally been using the mic that's built into my laptop for the past year.
Which is like which I could hear. I can't hear background. Nice.
Yeah, there's
Thumbs up.
no more there's almost no more background noise.
Big thumbs up. Big thumbs
Yeah.
up.
Well,
Means
mine's
people
more
don't mute me.
clear as well because you know me with streaming and I had to get a boom mic. So
Alright. Get your music ready.
yeah,
Uh,
I'm switching scenes
map is
now.
ready. I am now putting in the tokens of.
I'm going soulless. No music, just straight raw dog.
Oh yuck! No, don't do that. Ew.
No music, just sounds of silence, mate.
Let me check my download history real quick. Oops. That ain't it. Control J, that's the one.
There we go. I had to put your Discord icon in the proper place, Rykov. So yeah. But yeah, because just for this session, I actually made a custom 2-player.
Oh, nice. I am not technical. I would not know how to do any of it. I'll tell you that right now.
But I'm just saying, overlay for itself. I just made a custom one using the assets I've already bought, so that come with the
Nice.
overlay stuff that I pre-bought for the R6 player one.
Alright.
I love how Clyde has said this is a simple map, yet he's in the background working on something. I can hear the clicking.
It is a simple map. It's a very simple map. I'm just putting stuff on. That's why there's a lot of clicking.
Ah, okay. You're not just suddenly scrolling back through this guy's skill sheet, looking at what he's going to use to kill us with first.
Oh, I don't need to. I'm very aware, actually.
Oh, shit.
I've had a week to think on it, so.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to play. Rykov, trying to play some war drum battle chants.
All right. So, I'd like you I'd like Reliant to place himself in the bottom half of the map, and of course Rycroft, since you are closer towards the seal, the champion of steel.
He did give me alcohol, so he's kind of nice.
Yeah.
So you said bottom half?
Yes. Since you were with the crowd and stuff. Basically, the people you see that are like the like kind of looking like mummies and stuff, basically are just people in all sorts of different sort of wrappings and cloth, barely covering the bits. Those would be the locals of this world. The locals of the planet of war. The ones that are marked green are just the very unremarkable looking humans that look like that all look the same, and they seem to be the war mediators that break up the fights and whatnot. So you'd be a lot closer to this one.
So,
I'd be next to old mate who I was having a drink with.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's the one who you put as dieting.
Nope.
Oh no, that's his subordinate. That's his
Yeah,
subordinate.
the subordinate is the one with the sniper rifle. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. I love
Yeah.
the little dieting picture there. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
It is cute. Yep. I was like, I described them with Dieting's rifle. I'll just make him Dieting. Sure.
Yeah, I love it. Thank you.
Yeah.
yeah, I just want to make sure. Am I in the correct spot, or do I need to be?
Yeah, you can be there if you. Well, I'll place you actually. You'd be
Yeah, 'cause
here-ish because you walked up and actually talked to these ones, but they dismissed you.
Yeah.
So quickly. But yeah.
Rude.
As you had rolled before, just as a reminder, you had rolled a person from a peaceful world, but a champion of it. So you see just this
Yay.
relatively in her older years, but still looking relatively well, just mature woman. Just all of a sudden clutch her spell book, and she's just like very confused as to what the hell is going on. She looks terrified. You also rolled a champion from an already destroyed world, and you see just this guy just snarling through his helmet,
Lovely.
drooling through the helmet, and with his two large like red metal great axes and his heavy red metal armor. He looks like he's about to charge to the nearest guy. There's currently a green force field around him, holding him back from
Because he
going
does not
anywhere.
play nice. He does not know how to play nice. Like Bella.
Indeed. You also see what looks to be plenty of the mummy people go from like just talking to each other. You hear a lot of conversations about like how their day's been lately and catching anything in the sands, as well as making plans for a date right after the festival. From one strange couple that all of a sudden pull out their weapons and they look like they're about to murder each other. And they give. At first, you think, yeah, that's funny. I mean, that's what this world is all about. But the mood.
But I feel like in a more savage timeline, Weaver would work well.
It does, yes. But you feel the mood also change everywhere with that. It shifts. It's not just like, oh yeah, they're pulling out swords, they're gonna kill each other. It's casual. They go from that and very quickly to like that couple that like seem to be getting along with each other all of a sudden have murderous intent in their eyes towards each other. Even though the soldiers that are like close to the mediators of war, they look like they're about to jump those war mediators.
Jesus.
Like they're primed and poised. All of them look like they know how to fight, and all of them seem to be gearing up for a fight. As you see the last of like the preparations from these two being not that much, as this guy that you saw before, that Kay didn't really say his name, he just said you, and then had a brief conversation with him. And he seems to then get his rifle, and you watch as he just taps twice on his shoulder, and he just gives one more like salute with his finger and points to his what looks to be like superior officer, and he says, I'll provide support, sir. And he just you watch as his body disappears in grid-like frames as he becomes invisible. How do you?
Yay.
And you watch as this guy who before intercepted one of the knives that were from one of the people that didn't really play nice. He then sheaths his swords, if you could even call them that, as they just go back to just these strange steel metal handles that are just on his hip. Two of them only, but he seems to be some sort of dual wielder. And he puts his hands in his pockets and he says, I think something's starting soon. Do you have any more friends around here, Mr. Stormblessed? And he says, Mr. Stormblessed, you never gave him that title.
Actually, I think I did, Clyde.
Did you say Rycroft Stormblast?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. What would he say to throw you off? No, actually, he'd run with that.
I just look at him and be like, no, sadly, matey. The rest of my compatriots are somewhere else. I thought portals normally put you together.
About that, you watch as all of a sudden, the war mediators seem confused. Let me change my music.
Oh no. The ones who are meant to know what's going on are now confused.
Oh no. Whatever could that mean? Excuse me. Oh, shut up, YouTube ads. I don't want DoorDash. I already have that. Oh my god.
Uma notícia urgente da base do cenário político internacional. O presidente da...
Alright, this is good. You watch and he says, funny thing about portals is, you enter one and you never really know where to expect yourself in. No matter how accurate, as he says accurate, you watch as all of a sudden, few blue portals open up. And the war
Lovely.
mediators immediately just begin to start casting spells on it, putting force fields, and you watch as whatever their magic is, seems to just all of a sudden not work. And they look confused, and then they look confused to the locals, and the locals seem uncontrollable, savage. You watch as they begin to fight one another. And chaos seems to erupt as all of a sudden from the portals. Let me get the. Where's the page for this? There you go. And the token. From the portals seems to spew out multiple of soldiers, and they bear the insignias as well as the stylings of the person that you're looking at right now, who seems to be explaining something. And he says, luckily we have a friend on our side that knows a lot about the magic of portals. He also deals in promises. You should meet him one day. Of course, that is probably after I kill you, right? This is what we're meant to do in this world. You see him draw out both the steel handles this time, and you watch as two of these radiant sabers emanate from his hands. And he says, "No hard feelings, really. It was nice talking to you."
Oh, are you on there with friends? Yeah. Hiya.
Ryker's gonna look at him and be like, does your friend happen to have or wear a rather large white hat?
Pauses for a bit. What? Who? As you
Like
can
the
now
portals.
begin to hear just the clashing of weapons in the background. What did you say? Sorry, did you say anything?
I just asked Anakin Skywalker there if his friend happens to wear a large white hat,
Yeah, he says.
the one that's good with promises.
No. I have no idea who you're talking about. What? Large white hats.
Okay, not the same one. That makes me feel better. Thanks, matey.
I'm very curious now. What is this person you're talking about? Who is this person? you're talking about?
In our world, he's called the Mad Merchant. He's a being. He's definitely not mortal. Godlike, maybe? But he loves making deals and promises.
As you say promises, all of a sudden you feel like a bell toll, and you feel instinctively that this festival has begun, and you see the fighting had already started, but he still doesn't make a move. In fact, he lowers his swords and he says, I think you might be someone worth talking to instead of apprehending. Say, pirates,
Drakhar's gonna pay out him.
are you at all loyal to any cause? Do you fight for any at the moment?
At the moment, I fight with the Dragon Slayers, a prominent group in our world seeking to end the corruption. I believe that comes from elsewhere.
Huh. You're so
And
edgy.
before that, I've always fought for my crew.
Ah,
She's like
I
a
like
family mate.
I like a loyal person. How much are these Dragon Slayers paying you, perchance?
Some payment has already been made, mainly in the forms of connections and items and whatnot. Actual gold itself, not a massive amount yet.
Would you say you'd be the type of person to fight for a cause but not die for one?
Depends on the cause. One of the things I hold dear to me, matey, is freedom. The corruption in our world threatens all our freedoms. But that corruption, no more can I have a wind in my face, wind in my sails.
You see, all of a sudden, as the fighting breaks loose, none of the fighting, oddly enough, none of the fighting seems to go towards you. You watch as already the person that had been let out of the cage has taken down and killed multiple of the locals already, and is already engaged with the soldiers that stream out of these portals. The war mediators seem to be having a tough time. They have their own weapons, but they aren't able to cast their own magic, which is odd. Relian, you have two of these locals come after you. Two of them, one of them wielding two scimitars and the other a greatsword. As you clash with them, do you do anything special, or do you remain locked in the combat? They're not going to kill you in any means, and it looks like you're definitely going to be skilled enough to take them out without too much harm to you. But do you do anything special while this happens?
Where is it?
Rallian turns into Escanor. I am the sun.
Can I try and disarm them?
Interesting. Sure. You can certainly try. Roll. Just roll an attack roll for me. See how well you disarm them.
Yeah. Ignore the dagger bit, but yeah.
Yep, no problem. Not a problem. You're quick on your feet and even quicker on your hands as you dance around their attacks. You impress them for a bit, and in that moment of impression, all of a sudden you disarm them. They look down at their weapons and then they look up at you, and then they just charge. They just tackle you, and in that brief moment, you're taken a bit by surprise as they actually manage to take you down onto the ground. You're going to be slippery enough to eventually slip out of it, but it doesn't look like they're gonna relent or stop it anytime soon. So while you're busy with that, the combat seems to dim as bullets seem to whiz past you, Rycroft, and the sounds and the of blades clanging seem to dull in the moment, as well as the screams and shouts of the guy currently going on a rampage. He is currently in a rage.
Oh yay. Yay.
As you tell him your loyalty is that mostly to freedom, he just nods. You watch as he blinks once, and you see like those that mosquito-like pattern on his eyes. He doesn't have any pupils, and then he blinks again, and it's back to excuse me, back to normal. Hang on, let me open a cold one.
Oh, nice.
That was good.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, I legit the servo has a bottle next to it, so I actually jogged while messaging people, and then jogged back home with a what's this? Mercury cider. I didn't even look at what I bought. I just saw a 6-pack of
You're
it's on
drinking
sale.
the
Yep.
heavies.
All right.
Jesus Christ. They're like
Oh,
8%
yeah, dude.
blood.
Wait, really? Oh yeah, they are. Shit.
Mercury cider. They're double
Yeah,
strength.
it is. Yeah, it's pretty good. Anyway,
They're tasty.
yeah, they are tasty. This is gonna fuck me up. All right.
Slide's gonna be rolled halfway through a session. We
Yeah.
have a chance.
Yeah, true. I'm feeling it already. But before that, when you talk about the freedom, before I lose my senses, of course, he himself senses the fighting, and you watch as he deftly moves around, and you do the same. Like any sort of like stray soldiers that go to you, both of you take them down immediately. There's a bunch of these, like several bodies around you as the conversation happens.
Grunts.
And as that conversation happens, you he continues and he says, that corruption that you find in your world, it's corruption that affects all of us out in the worlds, outer, inner, and even now within that peaceful ring of yours, some of these worlds are corrupted, infected with this corruption. But none as much as in danger as the worlds in the outer ring of this void that's closing in on our universe. He says while cutting down another person just in a flash. And he says, I want people like you, people of talent, people of loyalty. I know now you fight for another. And I know now you've probably been paid handsomely. But when that service ends, if I cannot convince you to join us now, would you at least come with us through one of the portals?
Yes.
A rather stable portal, actually. And it's from, as he dodges another blade and immediately just like
Very stable portal.
stabs the one that like tried to strike him in the neck and just like completely beheads him afterwards with a flourish.
Jesus.
And you watch and he just says, oh yes, very, very stable portals. They lead to what is known to your the mages in your prime world as the world of steel. We rely not on magics that is extremely rare in our world, but on technology and our skill. Tell me, how much what is the estimated amount of people in your world in Edorak? You make a history check.
As far as I had to make a history check. Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. It's not something I'm good at, but let's go. Let's go.
20. At first,
Good
what do
lord,
you think?
how did I do that?
Yeah.
Oh, in my head, it'd be probably Edorak still has probably millions.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
I wouldn't have said billions, but millions.
Yes, millions. Rycroft actually would say exactly what Callum said. Maybe millions. He nods. Kay nods, and he says, "Indeed. I believe your biggest city, Swordbreak, or something. Very edgy names. I love it. 4 million population. The next biggest city, 1 million, and then so on and so on and so on. Millions in your world. I understand. To you, that is a lot. But out there are planets with billions, including our world. 10 billion people on this planet, and the void is right outside. The corruption that we strive to fight, that you strive to fight, with you and your crew and your family and whatever these Dragon Slayers are, we're doing it as well. We need all the help we can get, and immediately. Am I able to convince you to walk through one of these portals with me and see for yourself?
I'm a pirate, mate. I love a bit of exploration.
He smiles. And he says, "Well then, a fight between us is avoided." But
Rycroft's gonna make the rapier disappear back to his sword.
as you do that, then the fighting grows louder again, as you see immediately the fighting that's been happening isn't exactly fighting from one end. You realize the soldiers that were that streamed out of the portals, when they shoot someone, they don't die, and you see a couple of them being dragged into the portals.
Oh lord.
And it's extremely different to what this guy has been saying. You get the feeling, if he hadn't said yes, he would have just dragged you in there willingly, as you watch as all of a sudden more fall to these soldiers. Even one of the war mediators gets apprehended. You see this one that doesn't seem to want to fight. She's holding her own. She seems to be adept at defending herself with her magics, and only her magics, as she starts to shout out, "Please, no more, I beg of you." And every time she says that, you watch as just a massive barrier of blue apparates, and you watch as when the weapons bounce off, they just get sent flying. Whee! Ah! One actually gets sent flying into the portal, never to be seen again, and she just says, "I'm so sorry." And then you watch as more of the soldiers advance with their strange metal swords and metal spears.
All I can imagine is the one with the backup sensor to the portal is the Wilhelm scream.
Yeah. Ah! Essentially. This guy, however, as you eventually dispatch these to Relian, one of the one of the champions makes his way towards you and immediately engages you in combat. And he says, "10 have fallen by my hand. I will use your skull as a stepping stone for glory." As he just charges towards you. What do you do?
I immediately disengage.
All right. He disengage and he just as you go away further and further away from him, you just run him around the map essentially.
Yeah, I basically do backflips.
Is there other people playing
Yeah.
as well?
As you're definitely a lot faster than he is, but he seems to be locked onto you for the moment. You're starting to get tired, and you get the sense this guy probably doesn't get tired. But for now, you're running him around the map as he says, "I will destroy you!" as he's just running after you, Flintlock Wood style.
Oh god.
Essentially.
And now all I can hear is the bloody Benny Hill song with this going on.
Yep. Excuse me. Oh, hell yeah.
Run, Forrest, run.
That's the cider talking. You see more and more of these people get taken. You talked about freedom, and he's willing to walk with you into one of those portals. But what's happening right in front of you is the exact opposite of freedom. As you will eventually notice, his forces will start to win out in every fight here. Rycroft, you seem to be the only person here capable of turning the fight. But he seems to be the only person here capable of defeating you as well.
Or that'd be right.
What do you do? This
He's gonna like
is
take note of the people getting carried away and be like, "What's up with
That's
them?"
not freedom. And he says, well, the measures we have to take are drastic. Some must be sacrificed in order to save the many. And you've heard that reasoning before. From multiple amounts of differing people in your life. Nobles, other pirates even. But mostly people you've not liked. But
Yeah, nah. He's
from
not
what you
stoked about
can
this.
from what you can tell, he is telling the truth, even with the half truth he just blurted out towards you as well. He seems they are desperate enough to resort to this action. This, for both Relian, because Relian, you can hear this conversation even with all the running around you're doing. For both Relian and Rycroft, this is your turning point. You can easily negotiate a bit of peace with this guy in order to not die, in order to not be taken against your will. Or you can try and escape him and face whatever the full might of his world's technology is that seem to disable the war mediators that don't even use magic, apparently. But they've not fully apprehended everyone. In fact, this mage girl, if only she had the guts to attack back, she'd have killed multiple of these already. And there is the one guy that's chasing Relian around, just locked onto him, that has killed multiple of them already. So this is a tide in which you two can stem or ride. What do you guys do? We'll start with Relian. What do you think about doing?
Since I don't want to fight, because I can't, because he knows, he is a cautious person. Marion is a cautious person, and you'd rather try to mediate a peaceful type of deal, unless necessary to engage. Considering that, Kizzy has flashbacks of of his coup that happened to his pirate crew, he'd rather mediate rather than get a self-destruction of himself. So yeah.
Alright, so what do you do as this guy's still chasing you? What do you lead him towards?
He'll lead him back to where Rycroft is, and then yell at, "Oi! You two! Cage especially, sir! I'll join you if we can get rid of this guy!"
He's just like closing in on him. And as that's happening, Rycroft, you can also... This is a turning point in your story, especially. What do you do?
He's gonna look at that guy there, and he's like, "Should we deal with this thing first?" Seems a bit rabid, like a bad crew member.
Hang on, allow me. You watch as he just tosses a few of these like things around. Relian, you actually step on one and you just immediately propel yourself just forward, and you're like, "Oh, that's handy." And you watch as he steps up, steps on it, then dashes forward, and he like Zoro cutting that mountain, just clean half. Then sheaths his swords again. He was tough.
Otori. Ito Ryu. Good slice.
Yeah.
One slice tiger. One sword.
You see,
slash.
actually, some of the splatters of blood, like actually, on his hand. And he says, "Quite a thick skin on that one, that's for sure." And that with that clean slice, his dead body just surges and sprints forward, and then finally like collapses mid sprint in half. Rycroft,
While he's doing that,
a
he's gonna
level
quickly
of
check the body.
swordsmanship you've never seen before.
Rycroft's immediately aware what that guy can do.
Yep.
Rycroft
Same
would like
with,
to just like
Valiant, he would
examine
also
the
see-
cut. He wants to see like what the cut's like on the body. And, like,
As
poke it with the
you
rapier.
sure, make a medicine check.
Valiant will just move- Head back right there. Yeah.
Medicine. There it is. There's my
Three.
luck. The duality.
It's you look at it, damn, clean cut. Bit seared. So
Yep.
whatever this guy's using must be like a very, very hot sword to cut through him like butter.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It is. You see him turn and look back at you now. He is in an awkward position. You are confident in your speed. He showed now how he's able to move so fast. You don't think he has
Yep.
that much of whatever.
That people like want to.
Would I be able to tell if those were vector plates? Because similar to the ones that we
Items.
used back in the music, back in the museum, or grabbed in the museum a while back.
6, 7,
Uh,
8,
Relian, yes.
1, 2,
Although Relian wouldn't have been the one to see this guy. It would have been Zazu.
9, 10 people
Uh,
dead.
Yeah.
But Relian, yes. These pads look a lot similar to the ones you used in the museum.
Yeah. Because Cade would have showed us the back debate at one point. So even me. So well,
Correct. But yeah.
well.
So Rycroft, where does your story turn? Will you walk
Rycroft's gonna look
with
at
this
him.
one?
Can I walk over to him?
You certainly can, as he walks towards you too.
I'm gonna like make sure not to step on the vector pads. Rycroft likes being his own means of transportation, not other things.
Whoa!
Not unless he has control of that said thing.
Yep.
He's gonna look at the guy and be like, "Hmm. How about I go with you? Because I'd love to see a new storm. And you leave these people." Rycroft's looking at him like, "Are they actually people?" Eh.
I mean, the ones that are like being taken away, honestly, it's hard to tell. They seem to like whenever one is defeated, they seem very happy that they were. So they have no qualms about being like taken away. But you do see this one struggling and trying her hardest not to be taken away.
Rycroft's gonna go, "Why don't I just go with you? Because we've already seen what these things can do." And he's gonna say, "I like how you move fast." And Rycroft's going to use Tabaxi and use Dash and Speed Blitz to and back.
To and back from where?
Where he
Sorry?
is. To and back from just like figuring out direction arrow. Where is it? Yeah.
You can also hold left click and hold your token, and then press right click once, and then you can move it around.
No, that did not work. Nah. Things are not working. He's just gonna be like going in like this direction. He's just gonna like Speed Blitz to here and back.
All right.
At moving at his speed, it should take him a second and a half to cover that ground.
Not even that. Probably faster.
Yeah.
You do that. Strange. His eyes track you the entire time, and you notice that too. But he
Mhm.
smirks and he says, "All right." So you're
It seemed
faster.
only fair, matey. You showed me your speed, I'll show you mine. Yours can be situationally better and universally used.
Mine's. I have to be precise with mine. Let's say. So I can't brag about my speed. Let's just say I'm very perceptive. He winks and just
Rycroft
eyes.
nods his hat at him, like, yep, that's
Yeah.
a sign of respect.
Uh,
Rycroft's gonna ask him, do you have the capability of summoning storms, matey? Or does your technology do that? And Rycroft's gonna pat the two copper rods coming out of his backpack of storm attraction.
And he just he smiles and laughs and he says, "All right, hey, all right, Shark, come out of hiding. Looks like we don't have to do that much fighting." And apparently the person he just called Shark just
Oh,
appears.
look, it's guiding.
His name is Shark.
I'm so glad you used guiding, Spyro. I'm so
Yeah.
glad.
His name is Shark. His rifle
you.
is literally named Tidings
Nice.
because he deals crit damage to people that have already been damaged. Sound familiar?
Yep, sounds very familiar. I really
like,
love
yeah.
this dude.
Shark.
yeah, I'm also confident
Rycroft's
in my
gonna nod at
speed.
Shark and just be like, "You have a shark, you have me. Let's ignore the minnows, matey."
Rowan would also mention that he's also confident in speed, but he knows his limits of being outsped by Rycroft, Shark, and Cage.
Shark didn't seem too fast. He was just invisible. And
Hmm.
as you comply and start following behind Rycroft, Kay turns towards you, Aurelian, and he says, "You know what? I take that back. You held your own there. You even ran this one around." He says to the guy he cut in half. "Why don't you come aboard? I could use a bit more people. Like I said, we can use a bit more people with talent. And you pirates seem
I
like
like
the perfect fit."
I'd like to mention that
The Rycroft's gonna
although
ask a question afterwards.
Yeah.
Go,
I'd like
Aurelian.
to mention also,
Sorry.
I'd like to mention also that my group in my world are currently facing a threat called the Abyss, and we were preparing to go after it, thanks to a friend of ours.
So you're spoken for as well.
I'll just say that she is what was Rosengard's number in the top wizard thing again? Sorry.
You don't actually know. You just know that she's a member.
Let's just say that she's part of the Council of the Mightiest Wizard of Magicians.
Yeah, I know about them. Alright, so your benefactor, your patron, is an Archmage Council member. Great. We can pay as much as they do. So why don't you hop on board with us instead?
Seems tempting. I'll just say that she also controls the whole army, but I'll join you guys.
As you step up and join, he smiles, and you hear in the background, "No, please, unhand me!" And she just starts physically fighting back, but she seems to have run out of magic. And you watch as one of the soldiers just with the butt end of the spear just slam her across the jaw, and she just goes onto the ground. And he just says, "Down, you wench!" All right, cuff her. As they begin to just roughly handle her and drag her back towards one of the portals. You see now, the locals are indeed losing, and so are the other worlders that seem to be not nearly on the level of fighting as you guys. As Kay seems to see everything going as planned, he says, We have one of the pirates. What say you, wielder of storms? Apparently a tractor of lightning, he says, nudging to the rods on your back. Will you go with us willingly as well? At least a small tour before we send you back. Of course, that is if you want
Consider
to
me
go back.
charmed, matey. Let's go for this small tour and see your new world.
All
Gets my
right.
pirate
Let me
heart thrumming just like
prepare you
coin.
guys something. Oh. For the rest of the people that may be tuned in, as well as to friendly, going into the War God's realm, and before that, just before that, Huggus, that was the last time you've ever seen of Rycroft. As we now go towards where his world is.
For the
It's a
time
bit
being,
of-
hopefully.
Yes, don't worry, you guys aren't dead, but massively delayed. We'll just say. I know, indeed. Steve. Nice. I didn't expect you guys
Rycroft
to
finally
pick
gets to
this.
explore.
Yes, I
Rycroft
didn't
finally
expect
gets
both
to
of you to
explore
pick
something.
this.
I'm really
All
happy.
right, let me prepare something for you guys.
It'd be funny if like
Oh,
Frozen
look,
God
look,
had
there's gonna be... Clyde, you kind of like saved me about a difficult decision in like the next 2 sessions or so after this. So, cheers.
Not a problem, dude. Not a problem.
It
Dude.
would have been funny if like where Rosengard just had somehow had like a tracking spell, and then when I went through the portal, the tracking spell just disintegrated. It'd be funny if
That'd be funny.
if it
Yeah.
was something like that, because she would be tracking, whether I'm alive and all. Kind of like in those martial novels where the martial sect has like a tablet that contains like a piece of their disciple's soul. So, and if that disciple dies, the tablet breaks. But in this case, if I went through a portal, the tracking spell will disappear.
Let's see, 25. That's pretty low res. Let me get something else.
I like how Clyde's like, I didn't expect you guys to do this. Shit,
Nope,
now
not at
improv.
all. Yeah, just 2 minutes putting shit in.
Yeah.
But,
well,
I mean, I
You
still have
finally gave
explanations.
my guy who wants freedom. You finally gave the guy who wants freedom and seeing like new seas and storms. You
Yeah.
finally gave him a new
And-
world with the prospect
Yeah.
of money. He's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, well, for Valiant, he's looking for more, adventure and more, aspects of seeing if he can trust this crew. Considering that again, his previous crew did a coup.
Yeah.
which-
As you two enter into one of these blue portals, you see now an amazing amount of people. As you are atop one of these towers that seem to overlook what looks like an expanse of just structure, as far as the eye can see, towering skyscrapers that end in spires, much like the wizard towers that you see, but of Gothic windows, the designs. But below it, much more, for lack of a better term, not modern to you, but modern to the players playing, of a design of skyscrapers that seem to spiral down from that design of as you see these sort of like these blend of cultures and sort of like designs mixed together in this world that seems to carry, as far as the eye can see, just a large amount of humans, traffic, steel carriages, flying steel carriages sometimes that float up in the sky. Some vehicles you're familiar of for you two, blimps that seem to fly overhead, and some that you're not familiar with, large steel, birds, dragons that seem to like jet on by. Looks a little like this. As
Oh,
the
Lord.
as the Gothic designs are
Jesus.
atop, but what you
That's
cannot
cool.
even see the ground, as you just see structure and structure. And Kay takes a deep breath, starts coughing, and he says, "Welcome to the world of steel." Well, but that's what you guys call it. This, I am proud to call myself from the world of Terra. He smiles and just outstretches his hands as he just gesticulates to just everything that you see around you. To the both of you, yeah, the air is bad, definitely, but this is a massive world of what looks to be. Man, imagine the adventure, the freedom and exploration you can pull off here. Sure, you're fighting for something, but it seems they are fighting for something even more desperately closer, as you see what looks to be the blimps start sounding sirens. You watch as those steel dragons or birds all of a sudden shoot up towards the sky, and you watch as large portals, the largest you two have probably ever seen, fill the sky immediately, as if the void itself tears into the very sky, as if the hands of a dark god was pulling open the atmosphere and peering in. As you watch these horrors from the far realms just pour into this world, you see multiple just squadrons of the soldiers that you'd had seen mobilize to the war god. You see a lot more of that in a grander scale, atop a lot of these like aircraft that is just that are just floating platforms, just for some of them, and are making their way up into to defend this world. And he says, and you watch as some of the more elite warriors of this world are using the very locust pads that you were watching Kay use, but in the air, as you see them just hop around towards where the action is, kind of like how Sanji travels from One Piece. Just
Oh, Lord.
yeah. As you see all of that, these grand forces mobilize, you think to yourself, maybe you are going to be fighting for a cause more just. But you get the
The fact that you said that actually, yeah, ties in a lot.
yeah. But then you then realize why these guys have been desperate, why these guys have been maybe forcefully taking people from their, and then it hits you. They're taking people from other worlds to fight for them. That isn't freedom. But they're fighting their very hardest for the freedom they crave. So, what does that mean for the two of you, who also seek adventure and exploration, and the very freedom that is in question here? As those thoughts circle in onto your mind, and the grand sort of scheme of things seem to dawn onto you, both of you, as to what is transpiring here, Kay ensures that the both of you are comfortable that the both of you have lodgings, and immediately, show that they can indeed pay in gold, and even if you had wanted to, in the gold Edorak is familiar with. You see, they're not too different with their systems as well. They also use gold, but they don't use silver, which is odd. Just use purely gold. And a lot of the gold seems to be... Man, you still can't wrap your head around what the fuck they're talking about when they say digital. Banks? What? Existed in your world, but
no.
well, like, there's all of this flood of information seems to pass on over your heads, but the what you get most out of Kay as he explains about the world is that the higher up in you are in the world, the higher up you are, quite literally, actually. The denizens that live in the skyscrapers are there because they're the ones contributing mostly to the war against this void. And you think to yourself, it's a world of merit. It's a meritocracy, actually. That has its ups, but that definitely has its downs. As maybe in your explorations here, maybe after a day or two after being briefed, well, not really briefed, after a long sort of like seminar from Kay himself, you get to explore, but not without some guards always tailing you guys. And you get to explore the middle sections of the cities, the sprawling cities that just cover this planet, where you start to see just where the pollution really stems from. The pollution also ends up going. The hardworking, middle class, yet depressing, sort of, and sometimes even oppressed sort of peoples that you see. Now here's where you see more of like the non-humans. There's some discrimination here going on, but you get the sense it may be on purpose. For what is advertised all around is that in the news that you see around you, in the propaganda, in the banners, in the posters, in the notice boards, the humans will be the ones to protect the world, will be the ones to wage the fight. And that sinking feeling starts to creep into the back of your spines and into your minds for the both of you. What did you really get yourselves into? Is this really his version of freedom? Is he really going to mask this totalitarian control with freedom? Is he... Was he fucking with you when he appealed to your sense of freedom? You're starting to get those thoughts now. So both of you, are you curious enough for the both of you to investigate even further down into the depths of the cities? Or are you satisfied with that and will you just go with the flow and defend this planet because it seems to be in enough danger to warrant this sort of manipulation?
Rycroft is kind of like having childhood flashbacks. He really, really does not want to go down. Ever.
You don't want to... Does he not want to go down because if he does go down, you'd think whatever he'll see down there will turn him against this?
He's just terrified of going down there and seeing like parts of his childhood represented. He really doesn't want to revisit that memory.
That's fair. What about you,
There's a
Aurelian?
reason he has lived at sea for so long.
Fair enough.
Same as well, because considering that he lived in an orphanage and then he got kicked out of it, and he had to living in the back streets of the city and lead the life of thievery.
Mm. I see.
And that's
All
when
right.
he met his captain. But yeah.
Eventually, you will catch wind of Kay again. He officially indoctrinates you two as part of the military, but as mercenaries. He introduces more mercenaries from off-world as well. People that are hardened, people that seem to have the same sort of criminal background, but are willing to fight for a cause like this, just like you guys. But none as talented as you two. You thus begin your days with Kay in the defense of the world of steel. And maybe one day you might make it back to Edorak. But for now, you
Rycroft
avoid.
actually wanted to try something.
Sure.
Before.
For now you avoid seeing the depths of the cities of the world of steel, of Terra. For now you avoid seeing maybe the truths and what is really going on with the majority of the population. Because for now, this world really is in danger, and in more ways than just the void. So, what does Rycroft want to do?
Rycroft actually wants to hit Kite up and Rycroft's
Kite.
never gotten the chance recently. Kay, sorry. wrong dude. Kay, he wants to he's never had the chance to actually test what capacity of lightning he can handle.
Mhm.
Hell, last time he tried it, he blew up the side of a mountain while meaning to hit a tree.
That's fair.
So, he mentions he's like, I'm guessing like out of character. I'm guessing Kay's gonna think of Rycroft as like a battery, a mobile one.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rycroft is actually gonna ask him if he can stay up while coming to terms with where he is. He wants to stay up, not down, where he can at least still feel some kind of breeze.
Kay smart faces. Well, look, mate. Everyone has performance issues. If you really wanted to stay up, I can recommend you just a couple of people that will be very good at it. Jesting aside, you strike me. The thing is, you strike me less as some sort of vessel for such a power. You feel more of a source of power rather than a capacitor or a vessel. So, I can, again, no jest, introduce you to someone. She has worked with people before, but she did this to me, he says, tapping his eyes. She's very good at ripping you apart and then piecing you in to be a better you. Of course, I will warn you, there is no guarantee that you may be yourself when you are put together again the way she likes to. But if you're seeking power in that way, she may be able to harness your full potential, but it would be a bit of a shortcut. Now, are you up for something like this?
How much of a shortcut, matey? Your eyes, they're good, but what do you mean by not yourself?
Well, apparently you'll lose an important part of yourself. I don't recall mine. But, of course, it was kept from me, and probably for a good reason. The thing is, I have most of my freedom afterwards anyway. I spiked up the rankings. I made a name for myself, and honestly, if my old self were to look at me right now, they'd be proud as well, because I, right now, am proud of myself. I am the strongest thing on this planet. and I will protect it. This planet has done a lot for me, so I will do a lot for this planet. I am happy with where I am, and I have her to thank for that. So yeah, it's a bit of a shortcut. A personality loss for power? I'd take it any day. I'll take it again. For given the option, of course. She warned not to.
Jesus.
It's so tempting, isn't it, Callum? Ooh.
What the fuck kind of... Where the fuck are we? Some Darth Vader type shit. Without the burnt body. What
Like I
the-
said, I had to quickly
To
drum up
me-
an image, but I have a lot of things ready for whatever path you guys decided to choose. I just didn't
To
expect this
me,
one.
not really that bad. To me, that sounds more like the bloody doctor from Akame no ga Kill.
Sounds like a-
Both are
sounds
pretty
more-
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sounds more like that because he turns like stereo.
Sounds like a
Chancery,
terrifying
freaking
Ripper Doc from
cannon.
Cyberpunk on steroids.
Yeah, whoever this woman is, if she made K, what can she make you?
Oh yeah, and then there's also the Cyberpunk where you can turn your freaking arm into a scythe.
Yep. Imagine, this guy is mostly himself. It's only his eyes that were changed, and that made him immediately a powerhouse. Imagine, imagine what she can do to Rycroft and to Relian that are already super talented.
Yeah, well, to Relian, it's out to when he worded it that way. He thinks that like it could be that something that gets placed in the mind or something as a mind control to make them think that they love this place or something like that. That's what he thinks.
The thing is, well, you guys would know. K is not an otherworlder. It seems like his love for this place is genuine. Like he is a local. Yeah.
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 No, I know. But yeah, I'm just saying. To him, with the way he says he loses something, it sounds like to Valiant, it sounds like he loses the will to have freedom or something like that.
Yeah.
Where like something like it's placed, like a chip or something like that, is placed in the mind.
Rycroft really likes the idea of becoming part of a storm. Rycroft really doesn't like the idea of losing freedoms.
Well,
Oh no.
The thing is, will you even lose freedoms? Because look at K, he's like got free reign because he's so strong. Like you said,
I weirdly enough
it's a
know what
personality
Rycroft
loss
would.
rather than losing your like rights or whatever.
He's gonna look at Kay and go, "Did you get to choose what you lost? Can you even remember that, matey?"
No, I didn't get to choose what I lost. But why would I want to remember? I'll admit, I'm curious. But I don't think there's anything out there that's from a personality. He says like it's incredulous to him. That could convince me that this isn't the best life I'd lead. I get to protect an entire planet of people. Billions. More than any other planet on this God's forsaken universe that we live in. Where the godly realms themselves are sometimes against us. Fuck that. I will protect what I can. And however I can.
Yeah.
Matey, if I went through with this, would I lose the part of me that has that family, my crew, my loyalty?
Oh, I certainly hope not. You'd probably keep most of your, you'd probably still be loyal to your crew. And also, we are making arrangements to power up our portal machines again. If you'd want, I can allocate one of these very machines to get you and your crew back. No, get you and your crew back together, but obviously back here. They'd be the type of crew to be wanting to follow their captain, right?
My crew and I would follow each other's anywhere.
Oh, well then great. Consider well, between you and me, I'm technically not allowed to do that, but I'll make sure you and your crew stay together. You have my word on that.
Matey, since joining the Dragon Slayers back home, I watched an archbishop destroy a mountain, summon a thing with legs greater than those skyships. And if I was there by myself, my crew would die. I'm fast enough to escape, but my crew would die. I don't want to feel powerless like that. If I can keep my crew and my loyalty to my crew, my family. Matey, let's go pay this woman a visit. Maybe talking to her would be better.
He smiles. And what say you, middling pirate? He says, looking towards Relian. You weren't so special before, but you've proven time and time again, at least in this world, that you are what seems to be a beautiful specimen of a soldier. Are you willing to undertake this as well?
It seems well enough. I just hope nothing happens like what happened with my former crew as well. Unlike Rycroft here and his crew being always having that back, my crew decided to have a coup.
I see.
And it was just me and my captain until he became a little reckless. But he was able to give way for me to escape. And that's how I am here today. But seeing
You're afraid
as
of a little
how-
betrayal, huh? Alright.
Yes, but seeing as how I'm also powerless against an enemy that we face at the moment, who's also curious in us, as well as being an archmage, I feel like I need to give myself a little bit more power so I can be useful to my party, my venturing party, as we face off against the abyss.
Ah, that again. Of course, of course. Well then, I cannot do anything about this fear of betrayal from yours. Either view it as betrayal that we are to be changing your personality but for the better, or you don't. It's really up to you. I don't think we've done anything here but treat you right. Of course.
Yeah.
You've helped us defend against the void incursions, and for that we paid you.
Yeah.
So,
As he's saying that, Valiant would stick his hand out,
what's this
as
for?
if to say, "I'll take the deal."
Ah. He shakes your hand. I see. Since you are not afraid of us betraying you. Granted. She'll know, and then he goes back to his casual self and he just says, okay, now as for the next part, I don't actually know what she's going to change about you, but trust in her to make the perfect decision apparently, because I wanted to be faster, I wanted to be stronger, but she said, nope, your eyes just need to keep up with you. So she gave me this.
For me,
she'll-
it'll be to be more stealthy.
No, that's what you think. Like I said, I thought I needed more speed, more strength. She'll think of something for you, of course. But I digress. let's actually meet her. And you two are led to. Then you get to see. Now, as you take one of the elevators down, and both of you, for the first time in this world, get to see the depths of Terra.
This reminds
Here
me
you
so
see.
much of Warhammer. Right now.
Here you see the poverty, the poor, the ill-stricken, and the downtrodden. You see them toil, but not as rewarded as the middling classes. You see a lot of the dispatched sort of like soldiers here, also hardened by the pollution and the conditions here. But they too are just, they're autopilot, they're zombies. They're just doing their job and that's it. Any sort of incursions, any sort of detriments to the societies, they deal with it in a very brutal way. As you see some gross sort of like just beatings happening, and you see what looks to be one of the officers decorated like Sharkas, but stationed down here, so obviously not as well kept. You see him, and you see him in the middle of a speech saying, "And this is what we do to those who do not listen, to the very people, the very fucking people that defend you." And you watch as he takes out a pistol and just publicly executes one of the thieves that have stolen from a store. And you watch as like you seem to have seen like his sort of like family that was just watching from the crowd just like break down and sob and try and go to him, but you see the guards just holding the crowd together, and he says, and to the lot of you, the rotting lot of you, you better do as we say, for our word is right. And you see him shoot upwards, and you see like the like the rest of the soldiers just like scream, "We are right!" and just thrust their rifles upwards, and they start shooting it upwards like basically like a Taliban sort of like celebration, like shooting up the fucking AKs and shit, like the terrorists do.
Jesus.
You now see the darker side of this world. You now see where this totalitarian control is feeding into, and the darkest and most toxic side of it. Quite literally, when you see the vents of the factories, the pipes also feeding into these very depths. And Kay turns a blind eye to all of it. Is this really
Rycroft would like to make a comment. Rycroft's just gonna look at Kay and be like, "So piracy isn't liked upon here, eh, matey?"
It just depends on where you live. Like I said, we all try to climb to the top. Some make it. But in order to rise to the top and defend the hundreds of thousands that depend on you each day, there's probably 100, no, 1,000 that you need to step on in order to reach it. Sacrifice the few to protect the many. He says that without blinking, without batting an eye, as if he's just practiced that mantra over and over.
Yeah,
again.
that sounds so fucking machine-like. Programming 101.
And
No glitches here.
with that realization of, are all of the machines, is every defender really lost their humanity?
Are you actually glitching?
Is he actually glitching?
Clyde, you there?
As he... I'm here. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Can you hear me now? Hang on.
Hello?
I can
Anyone
hear you,
there?
Clyde.
Test, hello. you hear me now?
I can hear you, Clyde.
Oh, it's just him.
Are you guys here?
It's just him. Oh,
Uh,
yeah. Yep. Wait, can you hear me?
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
We
it's
can
on
hear you,
your end.
cameraman.
Yeah. Cameraman turns on.
Man, let's getting to the good part, man.
Cameraman's getting stepped on.
Rycroft, are you there?
Alright, Callum, you back? Hello? Can you hear us?
Think
Are you
he's
there?
broken. Hello? Yeah.
Rycroft.
Are here.
Yep, I'm
Hello.
back.
He's back.
I am back.
He's alive.
Okay, sorry.
you
back,
might have like
back
pressed something on your
again.
headset so that like you deafened us, but we could hear you just fine, by the way.
Oh no, it was like super staticky. Like I was trying to listen to you guys that you were dropping in and out and
Ah,
cutting out.
okay.
I'm like, hello, is anyone here? I think the reception
an-
just tanked for a second.
Yeah, it's just that. Karen's does that a lot. If you're in there, if you're in Karen's.
Yeah, I'm down in Cairns at the moment.
Ah, yeah. That's just better
Um,
than the Mariba nets. Mariba nets.
Look, where I am
Yeah.
at Mariba now, I've got like 70 megabytes a second. Nothing ever slows down. Nothing
So
ever
it's
changes.
actually pretty
I
good
love
for
it.
that. Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah, like for a little country town, I'm like, hell yeah, I'll take it.
But yeah.
Anyway, after Rycroft like said that, oh man, then
Is he
Kay looks
glitching?
like he's stepping over. Yeah, like that sounds like some out of character. I was being a smart ass saying it sounds like, oh look, programming. There's no glitches
Yeah.
in this one.
Yeah, but as you make that realization, are they all machine? Are these defenders of this world just really all machines? Are they? Yeah, you now have that suspicion, but then it's just shoved to the back of your mind as you arrive at the place, at this sort of like, at the deepest sort of like entrance to whatever this looming tower is. You can't even see the top because of the smog. But Kay just puts up a hand onto a scanner, and you watch as it's accepted, and the entryway just opens, and it's as if like a fog machine was there ready, as this ominous sort of smoke washes over you lot, and only a red light awaits you. Kay steps in and he says, "Follow me, and be close. Don't stray too far. You don't want to be mistaken as fodder."
Long time
So-
since I was considered bait, matey.
Nice. So do you two follow?
Yeah, Rowan will follow, but his hood would be up.
As you
Yeah,
obscuring
Rycroft's
his
just
face.
gonna hold a hand on his rapier, just like and he
as
is
both of
ready
you
to go,
now
lightning
take
boy.
as both of you now have your first, not your first, but like now major suspicions, and are now cautious in this world. The door closes behind you, and you follow Kay behind, and you hear screams of agony, and the agony from that very same person then turned to oh, just then groans of like pleasure, as you're like,
Giggity.
what the fuck is happening there? Yeah, it's a bit odd to just all of a sudden just hear that. And then that happens on occasion of differing genders as well, but and then until finally you come across a room where you see all of this happening, and it is just people being, their limbs are actually being torn apart by these machines, and then all of a sudden being replaced by like synthetic limbs, hands, feet, whole arms and whole legs, just from flesh to machine, being torn apart and then put back in as quickly as possible. You see one of these specimens that
Cyberpunk.
seem to be much larger than the rest, who seems to be just this Goliath of a person, the actual race Goliath too, who is just screaming as is like, you watch as his wing bones seem to be fucking ripped out, and just like these tunnel like sort of tubes then like pumped into him, and you watch as like just these green liquid starts flowing into him, and you see like his eyes change, and you watch now. This is how they make some of those elite soldiers that you see step into the sky on locust pads and are keeping up with the fucking airships. But what is most impressive of them all is is the person who Kay approaches, and you see just this definitely in a lab coat, just a woman in what seems to be in her early 20s, it seems, but with a look so severe that you'd think she's ancient, but she looks young. You watch as she wears spectacles, has very bright pink hair that is swept back into like just a ponytail. She looks more handsome than she does pretty, in her lab coat and her white sort of like uniform. Very, very sort of like white and red. A very big sort of like change from what you usually see the blacks and reds of the uniform of the Steel Worlders. She's definitely, this is the researcher colors of them. And she says, "Oh, goody, more test subjects. What do I call you guys again? Potential warriors that defend this planet. Yes, welcome. So, Kay, who the fuck are these guys?" She says, and Kay just goes, no, like you said, less test subjects. These are, look, don't screw them up. Preferably, can you not screw them up at all? Maybe provide them some minor. And she says, no, you don't come to me for anything minor. I am not the gal that you throw men towards with performance issues. I fix the major flaw in them. So, and she says, and she zips at an unnatural speed towards you guys. Just
he crashed.
no, fucking hell.
Reception crashed according to the chat.
Okay, all right, Rycroft. What did you catch from that?
Nothing after she's like, "What the fuck are these guys doing here?"
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's actually.
I tried to type in pretty quick, so I just didn't like mess with it.
Yeah,
too much.
you actually got that through, but I didn't see it. Shiner did that and warned me. Yeah, she said, yeah, what the fuck are these guys? And Kay is just like, definitely not your test subjects. Please do not like screw them up too badly. And she rambled on about how people come to her in order to be changed, not to have minor changes, but to have major changes upon them. But that's what you missed. And then I went on about how she zipped in an unnatural speed towards you guys, but not in a sense where she's faster than you guys, just faster than you thought. Probably as fast as Reliant. As she just looks around quickly and quickly scans all of you. Literally too, with her eye. You see it like actually just glow green, and it just like scans your entire body. And she says, wow, you're from other worlds. Why the... Well, she looks extremely confused and like conflicted, and she says, Kay, I don't... Why? Are they... Did you brainwash them? Did you do something? And Kay's like, no, I'm not good with words.
How about no brainwashing, please?
No,
In any
I'm
manner
not
of
going
the
to
sense,
do...
matey.
Shut the fuck up. I don't do that. I don't pull brains apart. That would kill you.
Let's just say we accepted Cade's deal.
Who the fuck is Cade? Oh, Kay. Yeah, same shit.
Hey.
Yeah, alright. Alright, deal, Kay? Could you elaborate, please? And he says, they seek strength. Look, I'm also... Look, now that you put it that way, it is a bit confusing. And she says, right? Look, guys, you can still back out of this. But I do this to make the perfect soldiers for our world. I understand that you guys come from other worlds, and I don't really want to tinker with and, you know, fuck you guys too much. But if you're convinced that you really want to protect our world, I will grant you this power. Of course, you know, I'm not gonna change anything about you that's going to be like, you know, oh, for the love of Terra, oh, we're gonna fight for it, oh, I'm gonna fuck it, don't fuck a planet. Don't do all that. What I'm going to do, though, is surgery that would, even I do not know which part of yourself would change. And I just don't want to, you guys are like the strong part of the other worlders. I don't want to fuck you guys over enough so that you're gonna go back to your world, you're gonna fuck something over, and now we're gonna go to war against other worlds. Kay, did you think of that? Did you think of that at all? And Kay's like, look, not really. Look, do you want good soldiers? She's like, yes, but like us, local grown talent. But they're all useless, actually.
Rycroft's going to interject here briefly while she's griping about the useless locals, and be like, love, just this week,
Ugh.
someone planted the seeds of what we would call a world tree that almost brought down a floating island. Before that, we were discovered that one of us, or multiple in our group, then took in matter of an extinction of an entire city. With a population of,
alright.
I don't know, 500,000?
Oh, that's not
Matey,
too bad.
I have no ability to protect my crew with things like this. We fought an archbishop that had been corrupted by the damn void, matey.
Ooh, oh shit.
I will not let my crew risk their lives if I can't protect them.
That's
Freedom
why you
and
wanna-
loyalty.
Yeah,
along
yeah,
with
that's
me as
why
well.
you want to get stronger.
Because when I joined up with my group, they explained to me with their previous fights. Apparently, they had faced someone called the Throne Taker, and he was riding a giant dead Tarask.
Both of them look surprised and look at each other, then look at you.
And
Okay, so-
according to them, as well, they summoned someone from this world, from here, from this place, the World of Steel.
Kay puts his hands up. Oops, guilty. We are familiar with the Throne Taker. He is the one that has the most help to us as an otherworlder against the fight against the void.
Yes, my group had to face him because he wanted to destroy our realm.
Did he know? It doesn't seem the type to be doing that.
He said that he had to destroy our realm to save your realm and another person who apparently could control poisons.
Nope. Definitely doesn't sound like him. He's more of the type to. Well, is your realm the godly realms?
Is it out of character here? Is it okay?
No, you're probably getting it confused. The Throne Taker was after the godly realms. He didn't want anything to do with Idarak.
Yeah, no, he's not. But yes, he was also after what you guys also called like us, as well as the Abyss, as well as what he would call a planet eater.
Well, news to me. I know about these so-called eaters of planets, but nothing about this Abyss. So you're either feeding me information I don't know anything about, or some false information. I don't really care at the end of the day. You two seem to want to get stronger, no? And the girl's like, yes, this is the conclusion that I wanted to get to. All right, I don't care about any of your bullshit backstories. It's great. That's great. Look, you're going to be the same as you are. Kay is the same as he is. He's suspicious about losing a part of him. No, he didn't. You're as much of a. You're still a prick. Kay's like, Heavy word. Wow, heavy words.
Really just scoffs at that.
God damn. Rycross just gonna like snicker. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna do. Yeah, Rowan just scoffs and snickers.
Okay,
as
he just
well.
like folds his arms and he says, "Calm down with the name calling, bitch." And she's like, "Yeah, see, look, it's all right. That's what I like about him, and also he is a very effective soldier, even without the implants that I gave him before." So, all right. I know exactly what to change for the both of you. Now, again, I really don't. My fear is not with what Kay said, not with whatever you guys have just told me. My fear is changing you, and you do something with that power, and you really, really, really screw things over from me and our world. So I will just install something as a guarantee so that won't happen.
I'll take the
Kay
oath.
thinks it's going to
is-
be changing your personality. No, it's not going to be changing your personality. This is what I like to call a fail-safe system.
Ma'am,
So, if
I'd
you
like to
fail
also
to
say-
keep us safe, I will use the system. Understood?
ma'am,
Yeah.
I'd like to also say I'll take that the failsafe, but I would also say that I'll take the oath of saying that I will not betray you or this planet
All right, great.
because
I have
again,
the word of
I am,
Yeah, you said.
Again,
What did you say you were
right?
before? Pirates? You're betrayed.
again because because I hate
Yeah.
Entrepreneur. Entrepreneur.
Right. Yes, I know. I know you hate it, but these are just. Are you
I'll-
listening to
again-
yourself right now?
Again,
It is
I'll
just
take
words to
the
me.
failsafe. I'll take that failsafe no matter. I don't care about the failsafe, but I will take it anyways because I do want
Great,
to
that's
have
all I
the power
want.
as well.
All right.
Attack as well.
Rycroft's like, matey, what kind of failsafe? Do we like explode?
No. Yeah. No. No. Yeah.
Rycroft's just gonna look at her until she like figures out what she's actually trying to say. Like, come on,
Ah.
matey.
No, I can't tell you. What use
What's the
would a
trigger for the
failsafe be if
failsafe,
you
matey?
exactly? What use would a failsafe be if you knew some inkling of it and knew how to disable it once this modification was made onto you? Imagine the strength I would give you, and then if you would find some way to get help or use that strength to remove such a failsafe, then nothing would be stopping you. That's not a failsafe at all. It'll fail to keep me safe. That's bad. Oh, I want to put a failsafe onto you. And that's that. So, yes or no to the failsafe? Look, I will make you stronger. That's a guarantee. Look at him. She points at Katie's.
Rowan would just stick his hand out towards her.
He's
I'll
like,
take the deal.
You already said yes. We don't shake and shit. That's gross. Wash your hands. Just came
I
from
have
the depths
gloves.
of terror. Yeah,
have
wash your
gloves.
hands. I don't care. You said yes. I'm looking at this guy, she says, pointing to Rycroft. Out with it.
I know.
Go on, matey. As long as this doesn't affect my crew.
It won't. I guess I could say you have my word. But really, it doesn't really matter. Alright, now let's get to it. Follow me. She goes, she just makes the motion to just follow, and you watch as she just like power walks towards like just one of the just a couple of the vats that are empty. And she says, "Get in, the both of you."
That is thanks. Yeah. Yeah, he'll go in.
You hop in.
Yep.
She closes it. And you don't hear anything outside, and you're just there. And gas begins to fill the chamber. You watch that happen to Relian. Rycroft, do you do the same?
Rycroft's gonna climb in and just start humming a sea shanty.
You hum a sea
A
shanty.
little bit nervous. A little bit nervous.
A bit
He's
nervous
gonna
as
be
the same
humming a
thing
sea
happens to
shanty.
you as the gas fills the chambers, but it's not invasive to your nose. It's actually a little pleasant. smells like lavender, but it's probably like just a part of like the perfume she put in there for to help with this. Lavender, lavender. You smell. It smells really nice. It's so calming. It's so. Yeah, both of you are knocked out cold. Actually, with that. Okay.
Excellent.
And-
Knockout gas.
Yeah, it is knockout gas. It's lavender knockout gas. So she's like she's just a more hygienic and clean Joker.
Yeah, it's the gas that you'd use when the doctors are doing surgery on things.
Indeed, it is yes, it is
anesthetics.
It is.
She's like
anesthetics,
a slightly less openly insane. She's more like a closed insane version of Joker.
Indeed. Ian Watch has like a big no, none of you watch this, sorry. None of you see the big smile she has on her face and pats Kay on the back and she says, "Oh, you're such a good boy. Who's my best soldier?" And just just messes his hair up and he just says, "Yep. For the good of Terra." He says, nodding. Not missing a beat, not blinking, and not getting the joke at all. He watches, both of you don't get to see Kay just waltz on out of there as she gets to toy, modify, and eventually remake your bodies. Relian, Rycroft,
Yeah.
you will be stronger out of this. Both of you roll a d100 for me.
Oh god.
Oh man.
Oh god. Oh god. Damn it. I was too off.
God damn it. That's
I
just
was too
disappointing.
off.
Yeah. Okay.
Damn it, I wanted 69. Not
This is the
67.
this is the music.
I'm gonna get some weird ass electrical rod up my ass with a 32. God damn it.
Not quite.
We found the perfect job for you.
Yeah, that's the music. That would be fitting the scene. As Rycroft. No, we'll start with Relian. You were wanting to become stealthy, but that was not what she had planned for you. She needed to augment your ability to actually get things done. She augmented your personality to actually commit a lot more rather than be indecisive. She augmented your reflexes, your speed. You, alongside Kay, are the top sort of users of the locust pads, but you didn't lose anything, but you gained more and more of this paranoia, of this inevitable betrayal that will come. You continue to serve the world of steel, but not because of the loyalty nor the just cause, but for the fear that if you stop, that you will be hunted down for abandoning the party, because this modification takes too long. Both of you had realized 2 weeks had passed, and a lot would have happened by then. So Relian, get the sense that if Rosengard is looking for you, she can't find you, if she even is looking for you. And if that adventuring party even cared about you, that they can't find you either, or maybe they're not even. All of these thoughts are flooding into your head of you don't want to meet them again, because they'll think you abandoned them. You don't want to stop working for these guys because you think once you do, even though you're stronger now, You still can't match Kay. You still can't match maybe whatever Rycroft has become. You're gonna get hunted down. And that fear of being hunted down propels you to be just this machine of a soldier. As you walk the same streets in the depths of Terra and encourage the soldiers to keep doing what is right. For if they don't, they will get the pistol to that head. Rycroft.
Yes.
You're the one that loses something. Your loyalty.
Yeah, I'm not surprised with 32.
Your loyalty remains. But it's confusing. That aspect of Storm that you've been chasing ever since you got curious about that power. You've been wanting to research, combat, improve, combat, adapt, combat, still stuck in your head. Can't get it. Combat. It's part of who you are. You want to fight. You want to sort of weave the lightning through the skies, crash it down upon your enemies. Combat. You wish you could have stayed in that war world? Planet? You're starting to lose memories. Not personality. It's memories. You remain loyal. Maybe to this world. You knew you came from another world. But Kay, you remember Kay telling you about, the just cause, fighting all the void, combat. Again, that word, it's a trigger word. You start scratching your head on it. It's all about just defending this world, because what can you do? What else can you do with your lightning apart from combat? There it is again. And when Kay, on that fated day, this fated day, it's an important day, but why? Where you get asked again if you wanted to go into the portal and meet your crew. Sure. You meet your crew again. And crew. You remember a crew back in the old world. Surely they'll recognize you. You try and looking for them again. And this, whatever time a line has passed, you definitely do meet with your crew. You contact them once more. And it's not you're not sure how to feel. You feel only a little sad. It's only sadness, because when they see you, Rycroft, they prepared for combat. Again, shit, it's a head again. Combat. You clutch your head as you prepare to defend yourself, and when you open your eyes, if you are dead, but hey, you had to defend yourself. It's combat. Combat again. It's there again. You open your eyes once more. A few more dead. A little bit of the memory flashes back in as your first mate. Why do you remember that, right? Why do you remember? Why do you remember once calling yourself an entrepreneur? They almost broke through to you, Rycroft. But not before Kay himself cuts down this supposed first mate. Wonder what that is. As he cuts him down, this orc that was trying to manhandle you. This orc that was trying to tear at you and bring you down. Kay saved you instead. So you nod to Kay. You think to yourself, this guy, alongside Relian, alongside the Steel Worlders, alongside the elite that you formed, they're a good crew. They're your family now.
Yay, new family.
But it's a sad turn of a story. But definitely,
The other options were worse.
were they? Who knows?
Possible
Unbeknownst
options were
to-
definitely worse.
That's true. Unbeknownst to Rycroft, the crew weren't tearing at him. Each didn't even have their weapons drawn. Each were trying to reach out to you. Rycroft, no longer storm blessed, but
I'm cursed.
storm cursed. Perhaps one day, maybe someone will come to you and fill in those memories. Because you know, just like Kay, he lost something that day. But you're changed. Rycroft is no longer this tabaxi, this handsome seafaring tabaxi. You are now changed to this sort of this deadly predator of a cat. Metal like arms, claws that could extend into the radiant like sabers that Kay has. A spine, metallic, and can be seen from the back, that radiates the storm itself. The rods infused with your back, no longer appearing like a backpack, but much like a Gundam's wings instead. And you have fulfilled the wish that Rycroft has once had, but in a cruel twist. You fly the skies of Terra, more free than you ever were. Or only so he thinks. It is not the end of the story for both Relian and Rycroft, but you two have made decisions in which drastically change you, and will change you forever for the upcoming campaigns, if you even show up. And thus concludes our stories for these two. For now. So, with that being said, Relian, you can level up to 18. Rycroft, you can level up to 21.
God damn.
Okay.
And with
so
that,
was-
basically, I will also, both of you now have a flying speed equal to your walking speed. Just
Nice.
you now, both of you can fly, with the newfound powers that you were given. Relian, your walking speed is increased by 20 feet. You are also given 4 more dexterity as part of this upgrade. But put into your personalities and flaws, machine servant. For Rycroft, you no longer have those bonds. But don't hash out those characters just yet. Keep them there.
Okay.
Just, they don't count as bonds anymore. Copy and paste them to your flaws instead. And add a flaw.
Oh, nice.
And add a flaw, just a little something called memory loss. Look, just hit you with a little bit of
He's like an
dementia there.
overpowered Wolverine.
Yeah. Alongside what I told Relian, you don't get what he has, but you do get your flying speed equal to your walking speed. So at any given point, you can now that item, the backpack item, if it did require attunement, no longer does. And it's just a party,
No,
you
I
know.
didn't.
Okay, it's just a party, you know. So you're free a backpack slot, I guess.
Yep.
You can now cast Investiture of Lightning at will.
Nice.
And you can cast Lightning Bolt at 9th level once a day.
Good lord.
Freedom of the skies, indeed. Enough power to match K.
And that was on a 32. Jesus Christ.
The lower you got, the stronger you'd get, but the more fucked up the twist was.
Fair.
If you had rolled 100, you'd have gotten a chance to escape this fate. That would have been an entirely different story. That would have been a great side story to do. But for now,
Mm-hmm.
this unnamed scientist that never introduced herself, maybe on purpose. The true ruler of Terra still is at large, free to experiment with her machinations, free to shape this world to however she sees fit. But she's efficient, at least, at protecting it. And as long as there's people for her to use,
Mhm.
just billions of people, she'll keep on going. She'll keep on doing it. I guess.
Yeah, I can definitely see Rycroft getting more upgrades.
Yeah. And you will over the years, maybe decades, serving this place. Because for now,
100% he's going to take more.
as you take more and more and more into you,
Hey, I'm
Urban
back. I
Hollywood
just
Brilliant.
connected.
no problem. As we're finalizing and concluding the stories of you two, thus concludes the session.
Nice. How
Holy
do we
shit!
do
I didn't.
level 21?
You. Actually, you can. You can either message Daunts about it. He'll probably explain it to you, or I'll message it to you tomorrow as to how to do
No
levels
worries.
above level 20. Yeah. Well.
Did this
well done,
surprise you,
guys.
Clyde?
I didn't expect you guys to fucking fully commit to the Steel Worlders. I was expecting like to fight you, you know, do D&D a different way. Yeah, this is doing D&D the normal way, I guess. Still with the role play and
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
again,
welcome to the extended
my
lore
mind-
of my not my world, my universe. As you get to see
So,
the
Clyde.
worlds I created. Yeah, this is a fucked
So,
up world that I
made a
created.
deliberate choice here.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what it was?
What?
Is going to be going against Daunts and having another character kill my people, or have my choice. Because
Yeah,
Rycroft is not going to stay after the city got wiped off the map without a care in the world.
Yeah. Nice.
So I was like, it's either my guy's going to die in 2 sessions' time and his whole world's going to die, or I have a chance.
This is your chance, but at a great cost.
I never thought
Yeah.
heard of a paranoia for.
I mean, yeah, you explained it. You explained it over and over again. Betrayal, and betrayal. And she's just like, yeah, all right. I'm gonna make you stay in this world because all you're gonna think about is the possibility of that. So yeah, she's extremely twisted. That woman brings out a side of
Don't
me
saw
too.
that coming.
Yeah,
That also
very
means
cruel side of me.
That yeah.
What would have happened on like a single-digit roll?
Complete servitude.
No, not quite. Like I said, your personality stays. She twists it. You're gonna, you'll just be part of the masses, the people that are like, there's guards. Like
Yeah.
you guys saw more and more of that, and then you dove into the depths, then you see, yeah, fucking, these guys are fucking terrorists, dude. Like
Mhm.
crazy.
Mm.
Like they instill fear in order to rule. And Kay, Kay thinks it's or maybe he's in on it.
Effective.
You're not sure. I'm not sure anymore. What's happening with me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even myself as well as Ryan would have the same kind of thing. Like, even if we did not do it and try to double dip, we would get killed instantly. So
Yeah.
he wasn't gonna take
But
that.
anyway, DM to players. So yeah, thus concludes the stories of your characters. So Rycroft and Relian will be out of the campaigns, their respective campaigns, and will the other players will have to deal with it. But you've finished and concluded a D&D story and campaign with me technically. So you are awarded the campaign's winning points, which would be for Shayna. That's 4 cool points, and technically for winning null. I haven't even decided that. So technically, so when it does happen, you'll get it. Callum.
No worries.
But yeah.
All good.
But for Shayna,
It's not like I'm going anywhere.
That's my character. Completely.
Indeed. But yeah.
Clyde, I was here for your very first run of this world. I will be here until it ends.
Oh man, feels like it's gonna end soon, huh? With the shit you guys are deciding to
Oh,
do.
but that also means
I'm
all
all
my
for it.
stuff that I left with Cade is now his.
That's right. You've got a world already planned after this one, depending on what happens to it. I know you do.
But Clyde, that also means that all the stuff that I'm left with Cade is now his, because my cloak and my
Yep, make sure
as
to
well
tell.
as the dagger.
Yep, make sure to tell Kite all that.
Damn.
Alright. GG's lads, I'm gonna be off to eventually pass out because it's way past my bedtime, but I kept myself up with Mercury and some energy drinks. Whoa, man, it really gets me into the role-playing mood when I'm fucking drunk, man. I think I nailed the
I'm
cruelty.
loving it.
Yeah,
God, you did well.
that I needed to. Yeah. Don't worry. In real life, I'm.
I was horrified the
Yep.
more you kept talking. I'm like, oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I'm glad. I'm
Oh,
glad I
no.
can instill that those horrifying images because essentially it's the shit I'd never want to see, but because I never want to
Yep.
see it, I can describe it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. No, I definitely don't want to see that ever. It reminds me of just a lot of like the unnamed civil wars that happen around in the world that they're just not
Yep.
covered by media.
Well,
Such a case happens in where I'm from as well. So yeah, it
Mhm.
really hit me at the end of the session, going, "Fuck me! I just said all that."
looks
But-
like I'll have to wait for a new campaign then. Wait until
You-
a new
you
campaign
will.
or something like that.
You will indeed, but hey, you have the cool points to spend being maybe a bit souped up or just interesting in the next
Yeah.
campaign that you'll be in.
Yeah.
So
Well,
you have that to think
also gives
about.
me that also gives me a chance that I might try and roll for the Body Master class thing one where I can try and fall fucking.
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping you'll spend it on too, because those master class things give like someone a direction, so they make like a better backstory because of it, and they're also
Yeah.
they'll be a bit more specialized in the campaign and not just in combat too.
Yeah.
Like my new dwarf
Carefully
that's coming
crafted.
one day.
Correct. Yeah, I carefully crafted
Yeah.
those cool point rewards just for them.
Yeah. But yeah, Clyde, what did you
I love
think of Valiant's backstory that when I gave it to you that time? Sorry.
No, I like it. I didn't. That's why I told you to like not change a bit
Yeah.
because I could like play around with it fully. But
Yeah.
you know, that's the same with like everyone else's backstory. I see that you pass me a ball sometimes, so I take the ball and run away with it. Like with Rycroft's
I
crew.
did that for
Sorry.
I did that for Rycroft's crew. I did that for McKean. I'm
Yeah.
good at passing you balls to play with.
Yeah,
Did it for
And
McKean
the
with
ball-
the
the ball
demon. I've done it for
passed back.
Rycroft.
yeah. Some of the balls I passed back, like for Weaver, giving you the
Yeah.
godly reward that Weaver deserved, and finally, like had asked for.
Yeah.
And sometimes I
Well,
take the
if I-
ball and pop it in your face, like I did with Rycroft's crew.
Yeah. Well, if I do, also
Hey, you got to take the good with the bad.
I was like, Clyde, if I do forget to.
If you rolled
tell,
above 50, you would have gotten your crew along with you, but they'd also be machines essentially.
Yeah, I could see that coming pretty quick.
Machine pirates.
Shit, virus. But yeah. Thank you, Ultron. Anyway, I'll leave you guys for now. GG's, well done. Thanks for recording all this
Cheers,
friendly.
I'm gonna jump off.
It's a pretty important session to learn about the world of Terra.
But yeah, if I forget to tell
Bye.
Kate, Brendan see it, so he
Later,
can also tell him
Callum.
as well.
Good luck. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm saying, yeah, if I do forget to tell Kate, I'm friendly to you, so he can also tell him too.
Yep. Nah, it's your job, not friendly's. He's just a
I know,
cameraman.
but I'm just saying, but he's also part of.
Yo,
the
Roll a
campaign,
D100
yeah.
for me, by the way. And let me know what you
Me.
did. I'm off. Roll 20. Nah, the friendly.
Oh.
You, yeah. It's a cameraman.
You.
Yeah, roll a D100.
Oh god.
And tell me what you get.
16.
Okay. Yeah, alright. Fair enough. It is for next week, yes. Next week is the steel chair!
Yeah, but that also means I get if I didn't take the chance and I went I also get the miss alone campaign session because the Saturday on October 11th is actually my birthday.
Oh, nice. Well
So
done.
I actually get to miss out on a session on that day.
Yeah.
Uh,
GG's, I'll go off and play some 7 Days to Die until I pass out. Later.
Bye bye.